Yes, you got that right. Hytale building isn't easy. Notice I said it's not easy. I did not say it's bad. In fact, I could go as far as saying it's good, very good, but not easy. Hear me out. In my exploration mode playthrough, I have concentrated on building this small outpost in Zone 1, a nice, cozy place to launch my adventures from. I wanted to see how good a building would look on a small scale. And after a couple hours, I say to myself, building is going to be hard. Here's why. First, there are so many good blocks and you're going to be overthinking every block you are placing. Who knew that finally having a vertical slab would give me an existential crisis? I'm always looking at a build like maybe a few vertical slabs would do. Then I add them and then I'm like, okay, but then I'm not able to double them, so I have to really think when I'm using them. Then there are the roof blocks. I genuinely expected these to look good always, but guess what? They also need some finesse because of that annoying block under them. It creates this overly jagged look that really is off-putting when you look at the build. It has me so close to becoming a modder because it would have been better if the block adopted the property of the block under it, so that if I have a stone block under the roof block, it's a stone that is adapted, not the wood. The other thing is some really cool blocks are hard to obtain. I can't tell you how much I've wanted that dark cobble that is found deep in the caves, the magma cobble basically, only to die at the hands of those pesky magma toads. Seriously, whoever on the team came up with the idea to make this magma toads is a genius in annoyance. They need an award for that. Other cool blocks are of course in some harder zones like zone 4. So if you really want to get them in the early game, you're going to die a lot trying to get them. Then of course some blocks are really beautiful and you end up being spoiled for choice, especially some of the ornate blocks. Sometimes I just want to pile them all together and put them in one specific building. But it won't look good because you need to use them thoughtfully. So that is another reason why it will be a little bit harder to make something look good, because even if the blocks are beautiful, you actually need to think about how you're going to use them a lot more. Secondly, if you are building ambitiously in exploration mode, notice I'm talking about exploration mode mostly because it doesn't apply as much when you're doing creative building. In exploration mode, you're going to have to grind to get the materials. The material exchange rate is 1-to-1 for most except the slabs, so there's no such thing as, getting a bunch of logs and then turning those logs into like thousands of planks, let me say. It's 1-to-1, so one log is going to be one plank. I actually like that because you work for your build, but the more rare the block you need, the more you may need to grind and the more you may need to undertake. The cool thing is you could mine ore and collect blocks at the same time, and also materials are really abundant and you can stack large amounts of them, like 100 blocks per stack. That's a really good number. But if you're looking to do really great builds with some of the very rare blocks in early game, you have your work cut out for you. It will actually take you a while. In my pre-release Hytale video, I figured building great won't be that easy because of the detail of the blocks. I figured we would have a new version of the proverbial dirt house like in Minecraft. In Hytale, that dirt house is basically the 4 walls you create with some roof blocks and a scattering of workbenches around. And no matter how good you try to make it, you need to think about it a little more to make it look any decent. So to improve, it will take some good talent, but don't you worry, I have all of you covered. I'll be releasing more Hytale building videos with an emphasis on the simple designs so that you can impress your friends when they visit your work. That said, I love all the quirks of Hytale building. I look forward to seeing your builds in game. Tag me on X so that I can check out your cool builds. And if you are buying the game soon, use code KingPassion as a way to support the channel. It's free and it won't cost you a thing. Love you all, and that's the end of my King's Decree. I'm always live in the evenings playing Hytale, so if you can pass by, I'll be happy to see you.